Hey there, guys. Coming to you on a Friday morning from Lower Alabama here. Who knows when you will see this, though. Woke up last weekend to the sad news for me anyway, that Jimmy Buffett had passed away. And Jimmy Buffett was a big part of my earlier life. Listened to him all through high school, college, saw him a couple of times when I was younger. And then I lived that life for a number of years, drinking in those beach bars, stumbling next door to a bar to get rid of a hangover, and just always kind of followed him. But he wasn't just about the partying and the this and the that. In fact, I think most of the second half of his life he wasn't a big partier, but was always his perspective and how he just took life by the balls and lived it to the fullest. And I saw this quote, people were sharing as they do when famous people pass. I saw this quote going around, and it really kind of has stuck with me the whole week. And it is, it takes no more time to see the good side of life than to see the bad. And it's really about perspective. And, I have tried over recent years. That's just something that I work on. It's about seeing things differently, about embracing life. I mean, we're living this thing called life, and it's just bound to happen. Good things are going to happen to us, and bad things are going to happen to us. And sometimes within our life, we have good things going on, and we have bad things going on. And a lot of times there's really bad things going on. So I'm not just talking about blindly trying to be happy, in the face of serious adversity, but it's just about seeing things when we can, when there is, a way of seeing things, whether it's good or bad. And just every day in my life, I have little personal examples of this. I didn't drive for a number of years, so I can get aggravated in traffic. I can get, I'm not like aggro. I'm not like, getting angry or having meltdowns. Well, maybe in my head anyway. But sometimes I'll be going down the road and somebody will do something stupid. They'll be going slow. They'll cut me off. And I'll be so angry for a minute. And then I just catch myself and I'm like, dude, you're going to take a walk over here, or look at this. This is a beautiful day today. The sun is shining, or, I'm petting my cat and I'm like, dude, it's just, it's really like if we just really were to focus on the good things happening in our life, our demeanor, our attitudes, we just have a much more pleasant world. And what it comes back to a lot of times too, is we are, instead of we focus on what we lack or what we think we lack, whether it's things or whether it is something, the way other people act or what's going on in our environment. But it's all about it's like what we lack versus what we have. And I've gotten into that pity party before, where I'm like, well, this is, oh God, I've got this problem and that problem, and I don't know how this, I don't know how that. And then I just go to going through the things that I have, the things that I have to be grateful for. Yeah, we can mix a little gratitude in there. And when I start doing that, I'm like, well, there's a lot of good going on here. And actually the good does seem to outweigh the bad. And the good things are actually the important things. So it is just kind of a scarcity mentality, a lack of. But there's just, I don't know, always, I think there's like a lot of little personal cases where we can all in our day-to-day life. So think about that. Think about that as you go through the day, whenever you watch this, or over the weekend if you happen to watch this when it comes out. And when you catch yourself, maybe make yourself a little reminder. I like to take little sticky notes when I'm kind of trying to focus on something in my head, and I write myself little reminders, maybe in your car if you're a person like me that gets a little amped up during traffic or whatever, or if it tends to be with people. A lot of times, we just want to nitpick on people, and we want to pick out, like, especially on social media and in just society in general these days, we want to just hone in. It's all like we're surgeons. We're going in and trying to find every bit of bad in a person, every bit of bad in a situation, when it can be wrapped with a whole lot of good, and the bad is not that bad, but we're always looking for the bad. And I think as a society and as a culture, we've just kind of come to I don't know, we focus more on the bad things in life or the bad perspective in life than we do with the good. So, anyhow, I'm just kind of rambling here. Let me just read that quote one more time, because maybe all you need to do is just take the quote and think about it as it is. It takes no more time to see the good side of life than to see the bad. And, I'll finish one more last thing. This isn't a tribute or anything to him, but Buffett lived that life. It makes me real happy to have learned. I've been reading a lot of things about him. His family was around him when he passed away, and his last words to his sister, have fun. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. It's just kind of short. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you here again at the first of the week, if not this weekend. You never know when I get a wild hair and make a weekend video. Peace.